Right, boys, I'm going to show you a little bit about how we concrete the yard. As you can see, I'm absolutely paggered. It's Saturday night. I'm going to put this video on Monday, probably. It's Saturday night. I'm just going to show you how we finished. I know some of you boys who do concrete are quite passionate about the finish, but unfortunately, we're just a waste yard. I couldn't give two shits what the concrete looks like, as long as it's got some sort of finish look. And I'm going to show you in this video exactly how we do it with very, very minimal machines. We mix our own concrete, we load our own concrete lorry, and what it does do is it gives you the, what's the word for it? I mean, you can do it whenever you want. You know, the availability. Do it on a bank holiday, Sunday, Saturday, whatever. Also, you'll save a little bit of money. We get our cement for about 200 quid a tonne for proper straight cement, not that mixed stuff. If you buy cement from a shop, son, what are you doing? Writing your name in it. A little shit. If you buy cement from a builder's merchant, I don't know if you'll know, but your cement will be only about 70% cement and 30% something else, a filler. But we get a straight sem, or sem 1, or whatever you want to call it, just straight cement, 100% cement, and it costs us 200 quid a tonne, which is not cheap. But if you work out what you save on your gravel, and today this all took us most of the day, it saves you on the waiting time. So I will see you, watch this video, you'll enjoy it. Saturday night, I'm dying, I'm tired, and you can ask yourself if it is worth getting your own concrete lorry. Well, I think it is. So we're going to get some mattresses out the pile. We're going to cover this over because you always want your concrete to build a bit of heat up, especially this time of year. Stick all your old mattresses on it till Monday and you'll be surprised how fast it'll go off, as long as it can build a bit of heat up even in winter. Right, watch this video. So what we're doing here on the video, as you can see, is we are loading up the concrete lorry with water. So we put about 500 litres of water in at the beginning before we put anything else in. The mixture we use is 1 part 10mm gravel, 1 part 20mm gravel and 1 part sand. It's recycled sand we use because it's quite coarse, and then we mix that first, and then that is put into a pile in front of the machine, and then that is loaded with a digger. It goes up the conveyor belt into the back of the machine, and roughly you're making 20 odd tonnes of material. The cement's added. We, depending on what mix we're doing and where we're using it, we'll add cement at different rates. If it's for the floor, you want something like a C40, so a lot of cement, and if it's something for like a weaker area or one of your concrete blocks, you can use a little bit less cement. But the mix of the aggregate doesn't change, it's always 1 part of each. The conveyor belt moves the material from the floor up into the machine. Quite simple, you can load a machine up in 30-40 minutes. The cement and the sand then go into the back of the lorry with the gravel, and then we will leave it to mix for 20 minutes. This is what the hull looks like once it was all prepared, and we put a bit of concrete in. And then the lads use the lorry to move it around, and then they use a vibrating poker to get all the air out of it. And if my son ever watches this video when he's older, he did such a good lot of work and helps us out. Obviously I'm knocking on a bit now, and he really does get stuck in, and he's only 10. So if you ever watch this video, son, well done. And then the boys, we just put a rough finish on the top, we just rake it back, we're not trying to go to any particularly great level, and it just leaves us a half decent finish. The machines drive over it and smash it anyway, so it's not a massive problem. And this is the reason why you want your own truck. So my little lad is greasing the moulds up with a bit of lubricating oil, and then you can make your own concrete blocks with the concrete that you've got left over that would usually go back to the tip or wherever it's going, back to the concrete plant, and you'd be paying to get rid of it potentially. But if you have your own lorry, a couple of these moulds, this is what we do. We do a big pour of concrete, put the poker in, vibrate it, come back a couple of days later, and you're basically getting some free concrete blocks. And my lad loves making these. So that's the reason that I think it's a good idea for you to have a concrete lorry, because there's very little waste, there's no waiting time, and you can get your concrete a little bit cheaper. So we're going to do a little bit of a conclusion So we've ended up with these Lego blocks, which are handy because we haven't paid for them and it's just leftover concrete. We can use them around our yard and things like that. And then the actual concrete pad itself, not absolutely perfect, but it has got, you know, a usable finish. The machines will be driving over it within a couple of days and it'll be, you won't even know that it's been new concrete. So big thanks to our lads in the yard. And I know people are quite funny about concrete and how good the finish is. So we did our best. My son, who's done a real good job, and the lads in the yard who helped us, and we did this on a Saturday, and the hole was 2 of those lorries full, so roughly 20 cube. Them lorries on the road can carry 7.5 cube because of the weight limit, but off-road you can fill them till the break in half if you want to, and that's why it's handy to have one. So that lorry, probably close to 20 cube, we used 18, and we got 4 of those Lego bricks for free. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all shortly. Hope you're making plenty of money. See you soon.